As a director of an electric car charger installation company, it was time to get an EV. My trusty petrol Hyundai Tucson had come to the end of its lease and I couldn't go middle ground with a hybrid. I had to practice what I preach and go straight to full electric. To be honest, as a business owner and company vehicle driver, from a financial perspective, it was a no-brainer. As when you consider fuel, maintenance, business tax and personal tax benefit in kind, it's cheaper for me and my fleet drivers to have electric vehicles. So let's do the economics based on the Hyundai Ioniq 5 against my previous Tucson, including lease, fuel, maintenance, personal tax benefit in kind. The Tucson was costing circa £650 a month. After the write-down against corporation tax and including all other costs based on the same mileage, the Ioniq 5 works out at circa £400 a month, a saving of £250 a month or £3,000 a year. On Sunday, the family went to see our eldest child, who's up at Lancaster University. The plan was to pick him up and travel on to Morecambe for a sea air and to walk on the promenade. It was about a 100-mile round trip, so it was an ideal opportunity to evaluate and measure the Ioniq 5. Although it's got an official 300-mile range, due to it being freezing and having the heater on, this dropped to 220 miles with a full battery. But this is still ample. Whilst in Lancaster, we stopped at Boo's supermarket for sandwiches. Whilst the rest went in, I took the opportunity to evaluate their InstaVolt 50 kilowatt rapid charger. Costs were 40p a kilowatt, which means our 100-mile round trip will cost £10.90 if I always used these chargers to charge. Then on the way back, we stopped at Lancaster Services for a toilet stop. Curious, I again took time out to evaluate the GridServe 50 kilowatt rapid chargers installed here. And I was surprised, as they were much cheaper than at Boo's at 30p a kilowatt. And our trip using these chargers will cost £8.18. But once home, I just had to work out both the cost in fuel of the old Tucson and the cost of charging at home on our nighttime charging tariff through Octopus Energy. It'll be no surprise to you that the Tucson was the most expensive, with the trip costing £17. But what was amazing was the price of home charging using a special night EV charging rate of just 5p a kilowatt. The total round trip had cost just £1.36, with a full battery costing just £3. Amazingly, in warmer weather, when we get 300 miles, the same trip will cost just £1, proving the cheapest way by far to charge an electric vehicle is to get a charge point fitted at home and choosing an energy provider with a low night charging tariff, especially for EV charging. Currently, there is a £350 grant available to help get charge points fitted at home, as long as you have your own off-road parking and a qualifying vehicle at least in order. But you best hurry, because the grant is ending in March, so get your installation booked in now.